Alright, here we are in the start of the Ghetto section. The first thing you're going to want to do is head to the left for the first flower. And then we will continue along to the right. And here we will have another encounter with the bad guy. What we need to do here is climb onto this truck and he will start chasing us, and we just need to head to the right quickly. Quicker than that though. Go! And he will give chase as we make our way across several moving platforms here. We're going to end up weaving kind of back and forth through these platforms as we try to elude him. I'm going to need to jump down onto this car. Hopefully that's not too far. And then now start heading back to the left. Make our way up onto this platform. And then what's going to happen is he's going to be a little too slow to continue to catch us. So we'll wait for this crate to get lower. Jump up here. He's once again going to be right behind us, but we'll lose him again. And now we'll be able to jump up back to the main level and continue along. Here we have another puzzle where we'll have to leave brother in the light. Actually, I don't really think this is much of a puzzle. Just going to come over to this switch, lower the platform. Now I can go back and get brother and move him to the second light. This is fairly intuitive, no real problem solving here. Now we'll just use the switch to raise the platform back up. Pick up brother again, and continue on. Here we're going to end up making our way through these buildings and onto the rooftops. I'll start by climbing on this dumpster and jumping up to this platform. Jump over and in. Make our way outside, rope walk across. And there is a flower here that you could easily miss. Go up here, I guess. And then it looks like you would be aimed to this top window, but you want to kind of make your way down to this lower window and into find the flower. And then we just need to retrace our steps. And now we encounter the first of the game's robots. You should get an on-screen tutorial, basic instructions on how to work this. Maybe not. Yep, there you go. So if you push B when you're standing on a robot, now you're sort of, I'm sorry, you gotta hold B, and you're sort of control the robot. You can control its vertical position, and then you can make it move left and right. In the case of this side, what I need to do is lower it, move outside, raise it up, and I can jump to the roof. And that's that. Just a brief introduction to that mechanic, which we'll use several times as we progress. And from here, we're going to rope walk across. And continue on along the rooftops. What we need to do here is create a light, I believe, where we can drop brother by jumping onto this switch. I don't remember the exact chain of events, but we'll need to pull the switch and climb back up. Yeah, the switch turned the light on up above, and that's going to let me put brother down and jump to the chain, and then the chain will be swinging, and I'll be able to pick brother up and jump back onto the swinging chain. So I'm going to go back and forth a couple times to get it having a good swing. Pick him up, and run and jump over to it, and jump across. There we go. What we need to do is jump on this to make it drop. And continue along. Here comes the man chasing us, so you want to jump sooner than I did there as to not fall to your death. Now we'll try this again. You gotta get up to this ladder. And then you have to jump from ladder to ladder here. Make sure you're up at the top of that first ladder before you jump over. And then make sure you're not too low here on this ladder when you try to jump over to the next one. We'll climb up and head to the right. And onto the balloon. So what you want to do here is hang and then jump over. And what am I forgetting here? Okay. So now what we need to do, this is a Okay. We need to raise this first lift so that we can reach the ladder. And quickly get across. The lift will slowly fall back down. And then what we need to do is come down here and set brother down in the lift under the light. Now we need to raise this lift all the way to the top, and then we're going to need to make our way all the way around to this lift again before it falls too far. So I'll raise it all the way to the top, and then I'll head back to the first switch. Raise this lift up so I can get to the ladder and back up to the second level. This lift shouldn't have fallen too far. Now I need to get in here and pick up brother. And then when it falls down enough, I can jump to the roof and then jump up to that third level. Should be good now. There we go. And now we'll need to raise this lift up so that we can use it to get across to that upper left ladder. And there you go. And we need to progress to the left, so you want to pull this over, but before we do, you want to use it to break the door down. And get the secret flower. Now we'll use this to get onto the rooftop and head to the left. Jump again back onto the balloon. And then climb this ladder. Okay, so now we need to drop down, and what you need to do is kind of run to the right, and this whole large drum-like thing will rotate into position. You can see a block up above on the walkway, a crate that we need to bring down here so that we'll be able to make this jump with brother. In the meantime, we'll set him down. And then you have the noxious red gassy hazard over here that you need to contend with. So I'll wait for that to dissipate. I'll jump on the other side of the crate and push it over. Once again, wait for the gas to dissipate. Now there's a flower directly above us. Before you push the crate off, you want to push it to the edge, and then jump on top of it, and jump up above to the hidden flower. Now we can drop down, push the crate off, take the ladder down. Once again, it feels like you should push this crate in and smash your brother with it, but it doesn't work that way. I can pick him up and use the crate to jump up. Here comes this dude chasing us again, and we'll get into the elevator and have somewhat of a panic scene here. Now we need to jump into this window, and we're going to need to get up into that hatch up above after the loading screen. So if you come in here, you've got another one of these robots, so you can hold down B, lower it to the bottom, move it over, raise it up, and then jump over to the little hatch. Nope, here comes Captain Johnson again. So we'll run from him. I'm carrying another human being and you can't keep up with me. We'll weave our way through these platforms. And then jump into this hatch and kind of seal the way behind us. Okay, so what we need to do here is you don't want to jump onto that switch. When you hit that switch, it starts raising the water, and we're going to need to use this crate to get back up to the top and exit out the top right. So what I do is position this just so it's just left of the platform above. Jump onto it, hit that. Now you may have time actually to, no, I don't think you do. Yeah, you need to get that crate into position before you pull the switch. And the water will slowly rise, and the crate with it. And this part is just, it moves slowly, you just need to be patient. I'll jump up here to this next level, and you really don't want to die here because it's annoyingly slow. Eventually the crate will be up at my level and I can pull it, and what I'll want to do is pull the crate over to around here where I can then jump on it and ride it up to the top. No, the crate's kind of getting stuck on the level. I hope that doesn't mess things up. It doesn't appear that it will. Looks like it's just going to kind of... Nope. So I don't want to be on it though. I'm holding B. That should let me... Yeah, that's kind of letting me grab it, and now I can quickly pull it over before the water gets too high. And now I'll jump onto it and simply ride it up to the top. Alright, now we can make the jump to this cable. Oh, I think I just drop. Yep, okay. And then we just drop again. Okay, so now what we have here is, I guess water is draining down. So if I set my brother down, he's going to kind of be pulled along with the water eventually to his death. So what I need to do is get up here and kind of move quickly. I need to use this this lever to kind of pull this thing back and forth, break the glass. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is drop back down here, move him back. So yeah, you use the hold down B on the lever and move it, toggle it up and down to get momentum with the hook so it can break the glass window. I'll set him back on the far left, and now I can jump through that window, hit this other switch, and open the way. I have plenty of time to grab him before he falls off to his death. Alright, continuing on. I feel like we need to push these carts down. And that leaves us a block that we can push over. And And then we can use the block to jump over into the elevator. Or no, we can jump to the switch. And then there's another switch inside here. No, there's not. It just automatically goes up. Into the next elevator, and it'll bring us up to the roof. Just curious to see what section we're in. We are in 2-8, so this will be the final section before the factory. Kind of drawn a blank here. Obviously I have to set my brother down there. Oh no, there's a switch in this elevator. That's it. So you can kind of see the vertical white light just next to me there, so if you press B and then push up, you'll ride the lift up. I remember being very confused as to what to do there, because that lever isn't immediately apparent. So I'm going to set my brother down so I can climb on top of the elevator. Use the chain to get up to the top level. And then slide down and into the room. Now here comes the bad guy. He's going to take your brother. And we're going to have to run to the left as soon as we have regained control to avoid dying. Get on the robot. Hold down B, head back. That lets you get past the fire. Up. And slide down the chain. Jump outside here. Have a series of sliding falls. Make sure you jump early enough there. I jumped way early there just to be safe. Jump here, not sure if it's necessary. Jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here. Now you fall automatically into this building and come sliding out on a barrel, and this is just sort of on a rail now at this point. You're not controlling it. Now you have control, so climb up. Head to the right.